Good afternoon. It is 2:15. Today we are going to look at direct and indirect or reported speech. I am your presenter, Mrs. Emerentia Botha. This is the first part of our direct and indirect speech we are looking at today, and we will continue with it tomorrow. First, direct speech means that it's the exact words the person uses to speak, so the exact words of a person. The person's words will be in quotation marks. So always when you see the quotation marks, you will know that it's the direct words of the speaker. Now, when people are having a conversation, they will speak to each other directly. Now, that saying from the horse's mouth, it means that you hear directly from that person. So we will definitely use inverted commas then to indicate that that is the person's direct words. Let's look at examples. John said, "I am going to the shop." Now, when you look at this sentence, you know it's a direct speech, and we are looking today at how we are going to convert direct speech into reported speech. So there's a few things you need to notice. The first thing, John said, and then you see there's a comma. So that introductory verb said, we can see that is in the past tense. Then the inverted comma starts. I am going to the shop, full stop, end of the inverted commas. So that's how we punctuate it. Punctuation, very important. Here you can clearly see that John is speaking. It is John's direct words. Why it's important to notice all of these things. When you convert direct speech into reported speech, you are going to say what John said to you. So you are going to report it. That pronoun I, it's not you who's saying that you are going to the shop. It is John. So keep that in mind. Our next example, Tandy asked, and then you see there's a comma. The inverted comma starts, and then it's a capital letter. Can you help me with my homework? Question mark, end the inverted commas. So that's correctly punctuated. Tandy's words, we can see where her direct words are, so she's using those words. Same with Sipu. Sipu said, then we have a comma. Inverted commas, capital letter we are playing soccer after school, full stop, and we close the inverted commas. The coach said, comma, start your inverted commas, capital letter. All of you have to practice today, full stop, and then we close the inverted commas. Then Lerato exclaimed, comma, start your inverted commas, I, capital letter, love this song, exclamation mark, quotation marks after that. So do you see exclaimed? And then there's an exclamation mark. Important to notice this. At the asked question, you see there's a question mark. So they also change when we report, but we'll get to that. So you've noticed John said, that is our introductory verb, said. I'm going, that is our verb tense. It tells us it's in the present continuous tense. So important to know your tenses. Same with Tandy asked. So we have our introductory verb, that's in the past tense. And then can help is then our verb tense. Sipu said, introductory verb said is in the past. Are playing is our verb tense. The coach said, introductory verb said, and the verb tense have to practice. Lerato exclaimed. Exclaimed is your introductory verb, and love is your verb tense. So do you see it's important to notice where's your introductory verb, where's the direct words of the person speaking, what is the verb tense of your sentence, and then also to note your punctuation. because that is very important. Now, we have three main tenses. Now, just like when you take out your, those of you still build Legos, you need a foundation. So tenses, they are always the foundation of English. You need to know your tenses in order to do all the other language rules in English. It's the same with direct and reported speech. So our three main tenses: present tense, it's what's happening now; past, it already happened; and future, it is still going to happen. With our tenses, we have the three main tenses, but they are also further divided by four aspects. Now, for grade 8, we learn about three of the four aspects. We get a present indefinite tense, a present continuous, and a present perfect. So that's what we need to know for grade 8 of the present tense. And then for the past, we have a past indefinite tense. The indefinite tenses are also called the simple tense. So they can either refer to it as the present indefinite or the simple present tense, or the past indefinite or the simple past tense. Past continuous, and the continuous tenses can also be the progressive tenses. Past perfect. We have a future indefinite, future continuous, and a future perfect. So ensure that you know your tenses. When is it the present indefinite, or when is it the past indefinite, and so forth. Now let's look at this one again. John said, "I'm going to the shop." We know our introductory verb and our verb tense. Our introductory verb is in the past tense, and our verb tense is in the present continuous tense. Important to note, that's direct. Then we have to know how to change it in reported speech. So the reported speech, we tell someone what another person said. It's not your direct words. This is important, especially when you change the pronouns, to remember you are talking to someone and you're reporting someone else's words. And there's no inverted commas in reported speech. Remember, we said it was very important in direct speech, but it's not there in reported speech. Now, the rules of reported speech. You use the introductory verb, so you must make sure is that in the past or the present tense. You need to change your pronouns, and you have to adjust time and place expressions if there are any. You have to remove quotation marks and unnecessary commas, also exclamation marks, and also question marks. Then the verb takes a step into the past. Now let me show you what I mean by that. So how do we convert direct speech to reported speech? Let's take this sentence again. The direct speech, John said, "I am going to the shop." Now we can see the pronoun there is in yellow because it needs to change as well. So the introductory verb is said. We know that is past tense. We have to change the pronouns. So I will change to he. Then you have to remove the quotation marks because it's no longer your direct words. It's not your words. You are reporting on someone else's words. And then the verb takes a step into the past. So am going will become was going. In other words, the present continuous tense will now change to the past continuous tense. It's a very important rule to remember. So your reported speech sentence will look like this. John said that he was going to the shop. So do you see, we don't say John said that I am going to the shop. We say John said that he was going to the shop. Let's look at this sentence. Sipu said, "We are playing soccer after school." So our introductory verb said, past tense. We have to change we to they. We must remove the quotation marks, and then the verb must take a step into the past. So are playing will become were playing. Present continuous tense changes to past continuous tense. So we will say, Sipu said that they were playing soccer after school. What do we see here? We see no quotation marks in the reported speech, and we do not see a comma either. But we do in fact see a full stop at the end of the sentence. Please remember that, because in your tests and exams, you also get a mark in reported speech for punctuation. Our last one for today. The coach said, all of you have to practice today. So our introductory verb is said, it's in the past. We change our pronouns. So we have one there, you, it will have to change to they because it says all of you, so it's a lot of people. We remove the quotation marks and our verb takes a step into the past. So have to practice becomes had to practice. The present perfect tense will now change to the past perfect tense. And then here we also have a time and place expression, so we have to adjust that. Today will become that day. So now your sentence will look like this. You don't have any inverted commas, you don't have another comma, but you have a full stop at the end of your sentence. The coach said that. And then all of you is out, so it's now they. Have will change to had to practice, and today will change to that day. So we've made all our changes according to the rules of reported speech. This is what your sentence will look like if you have now converted your direct speech to reported speech. So it's no longer the coach saying it, you are reporting on this. So when you do your reported speech, you can imagine that you are going to tell someone who did not hear what this person said, you are going to tell them what they said. And then you say, the coach said that they had to practice that day. So just a few examples. Now we'll change to then, today, that day, tonight, that night. Yesterday will either be the previous day, and if you're unsure about the spelling, use the day before. Tomorrow will be the next day or the following day. Next week will be the following week. Next month, the following month. Next year, the following year. Last week will be the previous week or the week before. So when it's in direct speech, for example, last week, it will change. In indirect speech, it will become the previous week or the week before. Okay, tomorrow we are going to look at how to convert direct speech to reported speech when a question is asked. More examples of converting direct speech into reported speech. And we will also look at how the verb takes a step into the past in each of the tenses. So remember to always study your tenses so that you will know exactly how to change them from direct to indirect or reported speech. Thank you very much, and I will then see you again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the classes today.